The force of vision. A wise man said, the greatest strategy on earth is not HIV. The greatest tragedy on earth is not death, because no matter how long you live, you will still die. But the greatest tragedy on earth is to pass through this world, not finding why you were born, not knowing what you came to do. Why am I Benin? Why am I Yoruba? Why am I Shekiri? Why am I black? Why am I fair? If you cannot ask this fundamental question, life itself will lose value and meaning. Hear me, the force of vision. I want to read a few scriptures that will help us. Proverbs chapter 25 and verse number 2. It is the glory of God to conceal a thing, but the honor of king is to search it out. To search out a matter. Is the glory of God to conceal a thing, but the honor of king to search it out. The first step to success, the first step to greatness in life, is to search out why you are born. Why do you exist? I had a humbling experience. One of my managers told me of two Yoruba guys that set up an IT company, and the IT company was doing so well. And a company from France bought the IT company for $200 million. $200 million. These guys are in their 30s. Ladies and gentlemen, that was possible because they discovered on time the purpose of their birth. That's why they have rendered a service and developed a product that somebody can pay for. Listen, there is nobody that is empty. For every one of us, God has given us a gift. He said, it's the honor of kings to search it out. You can't recover until you discover. Now listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. There is something God gave you called treasury. You need to find it out. Let's see Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 29. In Deuteronomy 29 and verse 29, the secret thing belongs to the Lord our God, but those which are being revealed belong to us and our children forever. The secret thing belongs to God. Now, the first thing you do in life is to ask God, what am I doing here? What is the plan? What is the purpose? If you don't find it, life will not find you. Look at Genesis chapter 12 from verse 1 to 4. Abraham at 75 had not discovered purpose. Meaning there is no age too old not to find purpose. There is no age. Moses started at 80. Moses stepped into his major calling at 80. Therefore, don't say I'm too old, I'm too advanced. No, you can find it in 2021. And my prayer for you is that you will find it in Jesus' precious name. Do you know in Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5, God said to Jeremiah, while you were still in your mother's womb, I deposited your calling. Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou comest forth out of thy womb, I sanctified thee, and ordained thee a prophet unto nations. So this man is a prophetic voice in his time. He said, before you were born, I finished. What about Paul in Galatians chapter 1? Galatians chapter 1 and verse 15. He said, blessed be God who separated me from my mother's womb. Meaning, Apostle Paul was separated from his mother's womb. Let's read it. But when it pleased God, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me by his grace, when it pleased God who set me apart from my mother's womb. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason for your frustration is because you have not discovered your potential. You have not found out what God has raised you for. What is it that you do that you don't struggle for? What is it that you do stress-free? What is it that you do that people admire you for doing? That is a pointer to your calling.